ऐसा नहीं भैया। अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं श्रीकृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी श्रीराधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी क्षवानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसति गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। कं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं पितृपादमं वन्दे श्रीगुरोऽनन्तरणं परमानन्दं श्रीचैतन्येश्वरम्। Hare Krishna. Everyone is doing well. My obeisance to everyone.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna ma.
Hare
Hope
Krishna
you're doing well.
Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna ma Dandavat Pranam. Everyone, please accept my obeisances and hope you're doing well. So last week we started second chapter. Just give me 1 minute. This session is very important. You know, this is a session that we are seeing, right? Shri Bhagavan Vacha. You know, so Vyasadeva did not say Krishna Vacha. Bhagavad Gita is a conversation between Krishna and Arjuna. So when Krishna was last week, we read this purport, the whole the translation purport, right? So today we'll discuss Tattva, absolute truth. So Devi Devata are different from absolute truth. I told last time. You know, is everyone listening?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So Devi Devatas, they will also actually, they may live very long time, but they will also die actually, including Brahma. Brahma lives for 311 trillion 40 billion years, but Brahma also dies actually. So why Vyasadeva did not write Krishna Vacha? Why did Vyasadeva write Shri Bhagavan Vacha? Means Vyasadeva wants to make it clear to everyone. I know all the time to come, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, absolute truth, Paratattva, Advaya Jnana Paratattva. There is no duality. So last week I was telling, If you've been to Badrinath, there is a Vyasa Gufa, or Ganesh Gufa, or Telugu Vyasa Guha, Ganesh Guha. So, our Vyasa's cave and Ganesh cave. So, Vyasadeva was looking for somebody who can write. I told this before. Ganesh agreed, but Ganapati Ganesh put in a condition. If you tell one sloka a day, I don't like it. So if you have to keep on dictating, you have to keep on writing. That the moment you stop, I'll stop. Yes, I said, all right, but I also have a condition. You should not write whatever I tell you to write. You should understand what I'm telling, and if it is philosophical right, then only you should write. Ganesh agreed. So Vyasadeva dictated. Whenever Vyasadeva had a problem compelling the future verse, Vyasadeva would give a tough verse to Ganeshji. Ganeshji would, what he would do? He would lift his pen up, like this. What does it mean? And he would understand. He would take some time to understand. By the time, that time Vyasadeva would use to compel the future verses. Likewise, 18 Puranas, 4 Vedas, 108 Upanishads were completed. And Mahabharata was also completed. In a mature stage, Srimad Bhagavatam was also completed. So Bhagavad Gita comes in the Bhishma Parva of Mahabharata. Means it was dictated by Vyasadeva and written by Ganeshji. So here Vyasadeva is telling, dictating to Ganeshji, Shri Bhagavan Vacha. God is one. And it is Krishna. Vyasadeva did not have any, Ganeshji did not have any doubt. If he doesn't have, we should not have. If there is one creator, there should be one manual. Why are there so many manuals, so many scriptures, and so many religions? You know, Sanatana Dharma is coming from the dawn of creation. Sanatana means eternal. It's there all the time. Since the time immemorial. And in that Sanatana Dharma, Bhagavad Gita was spoken to Arjuna by Krishna 5,000 years ago. And Buddhism started 2,500 years ago. Christianity started 2,000 years ago. Islam started 1,300 years ago. Why? So why should there be different religions? Why should there be different religions? And the simple answer is, actually religion is only one. Sanatana Dharma only. But based on time, place, and circumstances, Desha, Kala, Patra, different different scriptures are given to different audience. Based on their ability to digest. Do you feed children at the age of 1 or 2 mango pickle? Or on Annaprasna day, you'll feed the sweet rice or mango pickle? Parents don't feed mango pickle, spicy mango pickle to children, at least until they become 7, 8-year-old or 10-year-old. But sweet rice, on the day of grain feeding ceremony, Annaprasna, they would give the grain, they would give sweet rice because it is sweet. Child can relish. Likewise, religions, different scriptures are given to different audience based on time, place, and circumstances. This is a very interesting. Did I cover this before? No, right?
No, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you. So 2 plus 2 is mathematics. Engineering calculus is also mathematics. For example, Bible is only one book. Quran is also one book. But we have 108 Upanishads, 18 Puranas, 4 Vedas, Ramayana, Mahabharata, Aranyakas, Samhitas, so many things we have. Shruti, Smriti, Puranas. Why? Some are like preliminary mathematics, but some are very advanced. Some are very advanced post-graduation courses. You're all listening, right?
Yes,
Are you
Prabhuji.
listening or not? But the essence is same. There may be differences, but there are some similarities. But the essence is always there is some essence, some similarities are there. In Bible, there are 10 commandments. The first commandment is love thy Lord with all thy heart and soul. So, what is the first commandment of Christianity? Worship God, love Him with all your heart and soul. And Islam means surrender. And Islam also, Allah, like Vishnu has 1,000 names. Allah has 99 names. Allah means Allah has 99 names. But then Bhagavad Gita, Bible is telling love God with all with your heart and soul. But here, what is that? Krishna is telling Islam means surrender. Jesus Christ, as the Bible says, goal of life is to awaken that love of God. Chant the name of God. My God in heavens is hallowed by the name. Chant thy name. That's why they also have rosary in Christianity. Islam means surrender. Surrender to God. La ilaha illallah. Allah means supreme controller. So Krishna is also telling you what is the ultimate verse of Bhagavad Gita? Surrender. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam saranam vraja. Surrender to me only, Krishna says. Why there are so many differences? Similarities I can understand. And in similarities I can tell some more similarities. Human life is meant for self-realization. If you abuse the human form with all the bad habits, then you'll be sent to Janu or Janata, hell. So surrender, Christianity speaks of surrender, Islam speaks of surrender. Bhagavad Gita, ultimate essence of Bhagavad Gita is surrender to Krishna. So they're all saying the same thing. Utilize human form of life. So what is the relationship that we have? God is one. People may come with any call with any names, and we are all His children. That's what Bible says. That's what even Quran says. But in our case, Mamaivamsa Jivaloke Jivabhuta Sanatana, Arjuna, you are all my tiny fragmental jivas. You're all my tiny jivas. Why are there, if you abuse human life, you will go to hell and suffer. If you utilize human life to purify your existence, then you'll go to heavens. You're listening, right?
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Then why there are so many differences? Jesus Christ says, ye men of less faith, I have a lot to tell you, but you cannot understand now. So all the people that Jesus Christ preached to, they were all tribals. They were all tribals. They don't know anything about God. So Jesus Christ, that's why if you see 10 commandments on which Christianity stands, very fundamental, small principles. What is that? Don't steal. One should not. But he. So Jesus Christ, when he came, they were all tribals. Tribals means, they don't have any morals. You shall not have sex with your mother and sister. This is written in Quran. You can have as many wives as possible. That's in Islam, people have so many wives. So people, if you have it's called in English incest. Incest means having illicit relationship with family members. When people are so degraded, how can the prophets in their tradition But in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, what is that person? Ahanteham Sujnanam. Let us see, verse number 7 too. I am giving you complete knowledge, beyond which there is nothing more to know, nothing more to be known. 7th chapter Gita, 2nd verse. Jesus Christ is telling, I know so many things, but you are not qualified. But Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, if you know this, you don't need to know anything else. Everything in this, everything is in this. Just give me 1 minute. Jnanam teham savijnanam idam vakshyam yaseshatah yajnatva niha bhuyo nyaj jnatavyam avasishyate. Can somebody read the translation for this verse? Please read. Who will read the translation?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I will read.
Please.
I shall now declare unto you in full this knowledge, both phenomenal and numinous. This being known, nothing further shall remain for you to know.
Thank you, Mata. That's it. That's it. So Krishna is telling, jnanam teham savijnanam. Idam vakshyam yaseshatah yajnatva nebhuanyaj jnatam navasishya jnatavyam avasishyate. Once you know this, you don't need to know anything else. That's what Krishna is telling. But in Bible, Jesus Christ is in the book of John, Jesus Christ says, I know so many things, but you are not ready yet. Quran is telling, even Quran, Bible, both, Christianity came into existence to stop incest. They were so degraded. They were having illicit relationships with family members. You're listening? So, to such a degraded people, what can Jesus Christ give them? So he tried his best. Don't steal, love your neighbor, don't kill others. These are the fundamentals of Christianity. Don't kill is also there in one of the 10 Commandments. But of course, there are some commonalities. Some similarities are there, no doubt. So all the great thinkers and spiritual people of the world understood the knowledge that is available in Sanatana Dharma, India. It is not compared to anyone. So, for example, you have a pocket dictionary, you have a child. When the child is in 5th grade, you'll buy a pocket dictionary. When the child is in 10th grade, you'll give him a little bigger dictionary. But if in your home, you have 20th century Chambers dictionary, then if you see the word beauty, the beauty is there in every book. But the type of words, there are many in this big book. Because childhood, if someone wants to elevate his consciousness, so the word beauty, same meaning is available in every book, whether it is pocket dictionary or a little bigger dictionary or 20th century Chambers dictionary. But 20th century Chambers dictionary has more words, more meanings. So which one you prefer? Of course, based on your need. Need is to realize the self, understand who God is, purify yourself by chanting the holy name. Then what happens is, So there are different types of worship. What are the different types of worship? Worshipping God out of fear. That is the lowest inspiration you offer to anybody. Hey, if you don't follow God, if you don't surrender to God, you will go to hell eternally. Christianity. That's how creating fear in people, they're changing people actually. If you don't accept Christianity, you will go to hell eternally. Hare Krishna. A little better than that is my Lord, give me my daily bread. Going to temples, give me a job, do something for my children, give us a big loan, give us a big money so that we can we can build a big building. That is what is worshipping God out of desire. That is little better than worshipping God out of fear. The third one is worshipping God out of a duty. But one needs to go a little above that. What is the problem if you go to temple to ask God, give me that, give me this? Is there any problem with that? Who will give me answer?
There is no end for our desires.
There is no end for our desires. Amazing. In fact, when your desires are fulfilled, you'll stop going to temple. And if your desires are not fulfilled, you'll become atheistic. That's why worshipping God out of desire is not such a great one, but it's better than worshipping God out of fear. What is the third one? Worshipping God out of a duty. My Lord, you have created all these universes. You maintain everyone. You maintain me also. You maintain my parents also. Even before taking birth, you have started maintaining me. Before the delivery, as soon as the delivery happens, the mother gets milk in the body of the, mother gets milk in her body just to give nourishment to the child. And the child becomes big. I think the milk automatically stops. So he takes care of everyone. Eko bhonam yo vidadati kama. So worshipping God out of duty is very good. But the highest thing is worshipping God out of love.
Love.
There is a relationship. We have a relationship. So that's what Bhagavatam teaches. Ahait ki apratihata yatma suprasidati. What is the dharma of a living entity? Savai pumsam paro dharma yato bhakti radokshije ahait ki apratihata yatma suprasidati. So what is the dharma of a human being? What is the dharma of a living being? Rendering service to God. We call it Krishna. Unmotivated, uninterrupted way. So, goal of life is to awaken the love of God. When our heart is cleansed, when our heart becomes free from greed, lust, anger, ego, illusion, pride. So there are only two books. Hinduism is very vast. But what are the two books that speak of pure love of God? What are the two books that speak about the pure love of God? Anybody?
Srimad Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavatam.
So Christianity has only one God. Islam has one God. Judaism has one God. Why Hinduism has so many gods? This is the topic of today. Just give me 1 minute. So why there is only what do you call when it comes to Hinduism, actually in all of your homes, there are every home has pictures at least. Yes or no? Every home has 20 pictures. Yes or no? Minimum. Nobody is speaking.
Yes, Guruji. Yes, Guruji.
Yes. Why? Why should you have 20 pictures?
Because everybody's mind is ruchi. The ruchi of every person is different.
Not ruchi. Somebody will give me what I want.
What?
So ruchi is there, and I'm not denying that. But somebody will give me what I will want.
Yes,
Somebody
yes.
will give me green card. Somebody will give me money. If not this one, this person will give not this person this. Somebody will give me. Or Ganesh ji clears my obstacles. Lakshmi ji gives money. Saraswati gives education. Sun God gives what is that? Sun God gives health. Lord Shiva or Parvati gives wife or husband. Then what is that? So the recent gods, Babas, Shirdi Sai Baba gives everything. So he's a little more famous than anybody actually nowadays. So we don't have faith on them. We have faith on money. We have faith on money. So either any one of them will give money. For children, when children are very small and they're studying, so much focus on Saraswati. Ganesh ji also, because he has to clear our obstacles in our life, in our career, in our relationships, in our day-to-day activities. So when you approach God out of desire, as I said before, if you get what you want, then you'll become busy and you'll become a donor. If you don't get what you want, you'll become atheistic and you'll give it up. End of the day, both are not good. How many of you agree?
Yes, Prabhuji. Completely.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. So God is one for sure. So sun, people call different names: Suraj, Bhaskar, Aditya, Surya, sun in the Western world. But it is the same sun. So, so the point is, excuse me. So God is one, but with different names. Jehovah means all merciful. Rama means reservoir of pleasure. Krishna means all attractive. Bhaga means opulence. Bhagavan means opulences. One, not one. Dhanavan means he has money. Gunavan means he has character. Vidyaman means he has education. And what is Bhagavan? Not one, 6 things. 6 qualities he possesses at a very unlimited level, infinite level. Paramatma means super soul. Allah means all powerful. If you say, I love Allah, but I hate Jehovah, it means you are accepting the powerful part of God, but rejecting the mercy portion of God. If you say, I love Jehovah, but I hate Rama, Krishna, and Allah, it means you're rejecting the powerful portion of God, and you're also rejecting the pleasure potency of God. So the pleasure position of God or all attractive portion of God, and you're taking only merciful portion of God. In fact, today there's so much of division between religions, and actually, hatredness is there. That is wrong. So, but the essence is same. Love thy God with all thy heart and soul. Christianity. And they say, go back, for us also, Bhagavad Gita, go back to kingdom of God. Bhagavad Gita says, you're children of God. Islam says, surrender to the will of God. All the religions, they say these things. Love thy God with all thy heart and soul. We all have to go back to spiritual world, kingdom of God. We're all children of God. Should surrender to the will of God. We should chant the holy names of Lord. Christians have rosaries, Buddhists have rosaries, Muslims do namaz. They chant Allah's names, 99 names. Like we have Vishnu's 1,000 names, they also have. Allah has 99 names. So all the religions' essence is same. The conclusion is God is one, but he has so many names. Conclusion is God is one, but he has so many names. Then the $1 million question comes. Is God personal or impersonal? God has a form or no form? Sometimes people say, why are you limiting God? By giving a form, you are limiting God. God is infinite, unlimited. So God is personal or impersonal? God has a form or formless?
He has a form, Prabhuji.
As a form?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. So for example, sees the sun. Sun has a form, but sun is everywhere through sunshine, but sunshine has no form. So God has a form, and God is also formless. We'll see how. First of all, God is person. Like for example, sun disk, sun planet. And who controls sun planet? Surya Narayan. From sun comes what? So what does sun come? Sorry, what comes from sun? Sunlight. So in the form of sunlight, sun is everywhere. But the source of sunlight is the sun planet. But who is control the sun planet? Surya, Vivaswan, Surya Narayan. Likewise, Brahman is everywhere. Brahman means light. Paramatma is a localized planet, is equal to localized planet. But who is controlling the planet? Surya Narayan. That is a Bhagavan. You are understanding or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
Or if you want, I can repeat it.
Please repeat, Prabhuji.
Okay, repeat. Very nice. For example, God is like, sun is there. For example, like in Christian, Islam, they have no pictures, only light. But you can ask a question. Light means it has to, what is the source of the light? Like, in this room, light is there. Then I lift my head, there's a tube light. Tube light is emitting light. So the source of this light is a tube light. Like the source outside, the sun is there. So because sun is there in the sky, I see light here, sunlight. So anyway, I'll give that analogy later. But sun is there, sun has a form. But sunlight doesn't have a form because sunlight everywhere. But source of the sunlight is sun. But sun is just a globe. It's a planet. Somebody is controlling the planet. Who is controlling the planet? Vivaswan, or Suryanarayan. Likewise, the whole world is controlled by Bhagavan, whose effulgence, it's called sunshine, whose, or not sunshine, whose effulgence is spread everywhere. But God is a person, then who is controlling that? Who is controlling it? Actually, I want to ask this question. God is a Shakti or God is a Vyakti, lovable Vyakti? How many of you understood the question? God is a powerful energy or God is a very lovable, energetic person?
Both
Yes,
Prabhuji.
both Prabhuji.
Very good. Both. God is Shakti. He has his energy because energy comes from him. But he is also a lovable Vyakti. He loves us. Otherwise, there's no point for me to do full time, dedicating myself to monk, dedicating myself to the mission as a monk. Now, God has energy. God has a Shakti, but he is also very loving Vyakti, person. So in Christianity, Genesis says the eyes of the Lord. Exodus of Christianity says under his feet. The finger of God, again Exodus. So God looks like the semblance of human form. We all created in his form. In other words, God has two hands. In fact, Christianity, anyone has seen God, it's actually Abraham. So God appeared in a human-like form to him, but the form was not fully described actually. That's why Christianity, they say God, but how does he look like? There is another person, Moses, in the Old Testament. He says, Moses says, and Moses in the burning bush. There is a bush burning. Moses goes there. He tells God, I want to see you. God says, you cannot see me. My Lord, please show yourself. And Moses says, all right, you can see my shadow. God says to Moses, and Moses sees the shadow of God. And Moses describes the Supreme Lord eyes are like a sun and moon. It matches with the universal form of Krishna that comes in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Vishwarupa Sandarsana Yoga, where Krishna shows Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa. You understanding?
Yes, Prabhuji.
In Quran, it is read Allah's face, Allah's eyes. So everywhere, when a face means it has a form, eyes means it has a form, which clearly shows that the Supreme Lord is also a person. But what about person? Supreme Lord is a person, but what about person? He has unlimited energies. In the form of energy, he is all pervasive. He can appear anywhere he wants. Through his Chit Shakti, he can create unlimited number of universes. Still he maintains them. Parasha Sektar Yode Sruyate Swabhaviki Jnana Bala Kriya Cha. The Supreme Lord is bestowed, he has a unlimited energies. He has a unlimited energies. But in the form of energy is everywhere. But still, he is separately present in his planet. This is given in 10th chapter of Gita. We'll see that when it comes. The conclusion is, God is both person and God is both person and impersonal. But personal form is the origin for a impersonal, impersonal. I'm sorry, what I'm telling you, I forgot. Did anyone say, can somebody tell me what I'm speaking?
God is personal and impersonal, and the main form is personal.
Yes, thank you. So God is, yes, he has unlimited energies. And they're all pervasive, they are everywhere. But the person who is controlling these energies, it's a person. So what do scriptures say about who is God? Bhagavad Gita says, just now we saw, what is that? Ishvara Parama Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Lord. Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. When it comes to Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Gita, Song of God, Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is speaking. He is speaking. So let us see and very carefully analyze. God means a cause of all causes. God is a supreme enjoyer. God is a supreme proprietor. God is a supreme controller. So Krishna says in Gita, Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddhabhava samanvita. Arjuna, I am the source of all the entire material world. I am the source of the spiritual world. I have created material world and I have created a spiritual world. You're listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So Krishna is telling, I am the source. What are the macro cosmic principles or microcosmic principles? Krishna is telling they come from me. When trees, they take water from the ground and they take sunlight from sun and they go through 99 chemical reactions to generate chlorophyll, generate glucose. So Krishna says, I am behind it. I am the origin behind the macrocosmic principles or microcosmic principles. And what is the definition of God? Cause of all causes. Narada Muni goes to Brahma and says, Father, you're sitting on 1,008 petal lotus. And I think you are Supreme Personality of Godhead. Brahma says, definitely not. Brahma says, what is that? Brahma says, yeah, definitely I'm not God. I work for that Supreme Lord. So last time today I said, Bhagavan. Dhanvan means he has money. Vidyaman means he has education. Gunvan means he has character. What is Bhagavan? Bhaga means opulence, 6 opulences. What are the opulences in this world? Wealth is an opulence. Second thing is, 1 minute. So God is Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yasasasriya Jnana Vairagyasya Sannam Bhagya Tingana. God is infinitely wealthy. He is rich. Nobody is richer than him. You know. So for example, 1984, Rockefeller was the richest man. 1989, Queen Elizabeth was the richest woman. Then 2002, Bill Gates was the richest man. Now what? Maybe Elon Musk or somebody, I don't know. So likewise, the richness in this world is temporary. You know, okay, even if you make a lot of money, after some time, money will be there, but you won't be there. We'll leave the world. But if but God is not like, Krishna is not like that. You know, God is Lakshmipati. Vishnu is a Lakshmipati. And Krishna, just now Krishna said, what is that? I am the cause of material and spiritual world. So Krishna owns the material and spiritual world all the time to come. That's why he's the richest man. Right? Second thing, strength. What are the 6 supplements of God? Virya, strength. You know, if you lift probably 50 kgs or 100 kgs, you'll get a gold Olympic medal. But Krishna doesn't do this type of tiny things. Krishna lifted Govardhan on his pinky finger, on his little finger for 7 days. What is that? What Krishna did? He lifted Govardhan hill, 36-kilometer radius. So the point is, Krishna is the strongest. In fact, Gita Krishna says, Balam Balavam Chaham. So anybody needs some strength. We should pray to Krishna actually. What is the third opulence? You know, Yashas. Yashas means fame. You know, how long will you remain as a president or prime minister? 4 or 5 years, that's it. But Krishna is very famous for all the time to come. Yam Brahma, Varunendra, Marutas, Rudras, Stunvanti Sevaya. Yam Brahma, Varunendra, Rudra, Marutas, Stunvanti Divya Stavai. Vedi Sangha Padakrama Upanishade, Gayantiyam Samaga, Dhyana Vastada, Dutkena Tadgatena Manasa, Pasyantiyam Yogina, Pasyantam Nasva Sravana, Vedaya Tasmai Namaha. So, what is that? Krishna is all famous. So, yes, Krishna is the most famous. Some people call him Allah, some people call him Jehovah, some people call him Rama, some people call him Paramatma. All the yogis meditate on him. That way he is very famous. And knowledgeable. Sorry, beauty. Next one is beauty. You know, Aishwarya Sriya. Sriya means beauty. Sriya, like, you know, what is the beauty of cinema stars? After 20 years, they have to become grandmother. They have to perform grandmother roles. They have to perform the roles of grandmother only. So Krishna's beauty is not like that. Krishna is eternally youthful. During Mahabharata war, Krishna was a great-grandfather, 125 years old. But Krishna remains pure, remains, beautiful, blissful and beautiful. You're all listening or not?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what is Krishna's beauty? Actually, what is it? Bhagavatam explains. When Krishna went to Mathura, first time, the ladies saw Krishna. When he entered Mathura, ladies fainted. Bhagavatam says, we don't hear, these days when we see somebody's very beautiful, we don't faint. But the ladies of Mathura, when they saw Krishna, they fainted. That is Krishna's beauty. See, the beauty of this world is all these cinema stars, after some time they become old. But Krishna is a spirit. And what is that? There is no old age for Krishna, no disease for Krishna, no death. Krishna's body is eternal. Barapida Natavaropakarnayo Karnikaram Vivritva Sakanakapisam Vaijayanti Chamalam Randran Vendas Suryo Kopurundai Vrindananyam Prabhudam Shiptakriti. So that is Krishna's beauty. And his beauty never fades. Second thing is jnana, knowledgeable. This is a Shakuntala Devi. She was very intelligent. But what is knowledge? Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna only for 1.5 hours. We don't understand Bhagavad Gita actually. And Krishna says, I know past, future, and present, Arjuna. Krishna says, sir, I know past, future, and present. So in fact, human life is meant for cleansing the heart and awaken that love of God. And so Krishna is fully knowledgeable. The last one is having all these qualities in full, Krishna is very renounced. Krishna is very renounced, vairagya. Renounced means he doesn't need anything from this world. Fully renounced Krishna. For example, your Supreme Lord, then will you become somebody's taxi driver? Definitely not. You will not become somebody's taxi driver because that is beneath your dignity. But Krishna can do anything for the pleasure of his devotees. So what is that renunciation? Krishna has created this world, but he doesn't control it. He controls it, but he doesn't control us. If you don't worship me, I will punish you. Krishna doesn't say that. Krishna is very renounced. After telling all these things, Krishna shows in 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna shows a universal form. Wow. How Krishna proves he's God. One day, Balramji comes and tells, Ma, Yashodamai, Krishna is eating dirt. Krishna is eating dirt. I give him every day Sandesh, Rasgulla, Gulab Jamun. So mothers are very concerned. So she calls Krishna. Krishna, they're telling you have eaten dirt. No, I have not eaten dirt. What is that? But she said, Balram is coming and complaining. So Balram is coming and complaining, friends are coming and complaining. Open your mouth. Krishna opened his mouth. What did Yashoda see in the mouth? All the universes. Not that Krishna, grew up and fought and again became small. No. What is it? We'll continue this next week. It's a little lengthy, but it's important. Any question or comment? But we'll continue this next week.
Prabhu, can I ask the question?
Yes, Prabhu.
Rather. మీరు ఇందాక చెప్పారు కదా కృష్ణుడికి అంటే దేవుడికి వర్ణం లేదు అని అంటే ప్రతి యుగానికి అదే సత్యయుగం కానీ త్రేతాయుగం కానీ ద్వాపరయుగం కానీ కలియుగం కానీ దేవుడు అవతరించడం ఎందుకు ఆ యుగం అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మళ్ళీ వెళ్ళిపోవడం ఎందుకు ప్రభు పర్మనెంట్ గా అదే దేవుడు కంటిన్యూస్ గా ఉండొచ్చు కదా
ఓకే ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ everything in this world is temporary. Even this universe or this earth, it stays only for some time. So what he does, he comes and he performs leelas with his devotees. He tells everyone to come back to spiritual world and he establishes dharma. Once he does that, he'll go to next universe. There are unlimited number of universes. So after this is done, then he'll go to next universe. Especially Krishna, when he comes, he stays like 125 years. Once it is done, he'll go to the next universe. The next universe. That's why every day is Janmashtami actually. Because some universe they are celebrating Janmashtami today. So Krishna comes to establish dharma. Krishna comes to tell everyone you are not the body but the spirit soul. And Krishna comes to establish dharma. Krishna comes to tell you are not the body but the spirit soul. Material world is temporary. Utilize, use your human life to cleanse your heart and you go back to Godhead. So Krishna has so many incarnations. Vishnu, the entire Vishnu Tattva is Vishnu Tattva comes from Krishna. So sometimes Krishna comes, or sometimes his incarnations come, or his representatives come. But as soon as Krishna conveys the message, and as soon as the people change, they start giving, people start giving Krishna consciousness to others. So that's why for that reason he comes and goes. Because he has to go to another universe. How many universes are there? Unlimited. That's why he cannot stay in one place permanently. You understand?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Any other question? Otherwise, we'll end it. Probably what we'll do, we'll present the tattva and at the end you can ask questions. So we'll end it here. Thank you very much. We'll continue next week. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.